Hey everybody, I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. You're ready for some great classes. We get to continue working on some Cinco Tiros, and we're going to shift from some Muay Thai into some sparring techniques with the tip focus being on our Cinco Tiros work. We're actually going to be doing some Sinawali. So, I'm really excited for it. Hopefully you guys are too. Let's get started. Let's come to attention. How do you guys feel today? Awesome, sir. Let's back up. And set position. Student creed. Student creed, sir. Line 1. I pledge to develop myself in a positive manner. Line 2. I pledge to use what I learn in class constructively and defensively. Line 3. I pledge to foster friendships and contribute to my community. And let's back up. So guys, our first warm-up today, I would normally do with you, but as I've told you guys always, right? Train smart, train healthy. Having a little issue with my calf, so I want to make sure I don't aggravate that any. And our warm-up is actually jumping jack sets going around the world. So too many jumping jacks for me to feel safe on this, but let me tell you what those are. You're going to be going through the 3 types of jumping jacks. We've got regular, shuffle, and Nordic, or also known, sometimes we call them robot jacks, right? So regular, we've done before, right? We've got our shuffle where the legs cross, the arms cross over. You would jump, bring them out, and then cross over. That's 1 and 2. Of course, they do the jump, right? And then the third one, robot jacks here, where the feet are going to swap and the hands are going to switch. And every time you do that twice, so I come back here, that's going to be 1, 2. All right? What you're going to do is 10 regular jumping jacks facing one direction. So maybe I'm facing you guys. I would do 10 regular here. And once I get through all 10, I would go to 10 shuffle. And then I would do 10 Nordic there. And then I'm going to turn and face to the side. I'm going to do the same thing. 10 regular, 10 shuffle, 10 Nordic to the back. Same idea, then to the side. Same idea, I come back to the front and I have finished. If you'd like a little bit more, then do it to the front again. So you get the 10 regular, 10 shuffle, 10 Nordic to the front twice. But that is up to you. Again, I'm not going to be doing it with you guys today just to make sure this stays healthy. But I'd like you guys to pause the video, get through all of those jumping jacks, and then I will see you guys for our next warm-up, all right? Let's do it. So our warm-up is going to be alternating between 4 push-ups, 4 sit-ups, and then 4 jumping jacks. But again, I'm going to keep this thing safe, so I'm just going to be doing the 2. I'm going to get, you know what? I'll do a 4-second plank in between, so that way I've got my adjusted warm-up there, okay? So 4 push-ups, 4 sit-ups, 4 jumping jacks. Continue again. We're going to be going for 1 minute, all right? Again, I'm going to be adjusting that jumping jack into a plank, but let's get to our push-up position. And, oh boy, I just realized I gotta adjust this one too. With the push-ups, I'm gonna be having 1 knuckle down. I don't know, guys, I got a lot of injuries right now. That's not too good, is it? So, 4 push-ups, 4 sit-ups. I'm gonna do a 4-second plank, and again, we're going for 1 minute. Ready, on your marks, get set, and go. Remember, guys, quality over quantity. I'd rather do these as sharp as I can rather than as fast as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. You would be going to your 4 jumping jacks. I'm going to hold my plank. And get back to those push-ups. Again, we're going 1 minute, guys. 2, 3, 4. I'm getting to my sit-ups next. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Don't forget to breathe as we go through our warm-ups, everybody. Especially on those sit-ups, it can be easier to just kind of hold your breath as like that feeling of keeping the muscles tight in the stomach, and that's true, but you can keep them tight as you breathe still. Into the push-ups next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. In the home stretch, everybody, looks like we have negative 3 seconds. But I have to finish this set. 4 more seconds now. 2, 1, and break. Get some bonus time for us, right? Make sure we get a little extra workout there. Next up, we've got a static horse's stance. So if you haven't done static horse's stance or static stances in general, we're going to go into our stance and that's it. We're not going to move. We want to keep our stance as sharp as we can for the full, we're doing 30 seconds today, okay? So remember horse's stance, you want feet double shoulder width apart, trying to get you're keeping the feet flat, keep your shoulders up. Bend the knees and then try to keep your toes forward, although that would be the lowest thing on the totem pole, like importance, right? I would rather have the other parts there first. So again, 30 seconds, nice low horse stance. Ready, set, and go. Again, just keeping it nice and low here. If you would like to, you could practice some blocks if you remember blocking sets from a long time ago. But priority would be a sharp stance. Keep the posture. Hopefully you're feeling it in those muscles there. If not, try and get a little bit lower. I'm definitely starting to feel it in my quads. We got 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. We'll stand back up. Excellent work, guys. It's time to start stretching here and get into our message of the week. Choose your best stretches or your favorite ones, anything you need to get ready for some Cinco Tiros work. And I believe we've got a nice fun kick to work on for sparring today. So, message of the week. Our message of the week is the cathedral story. This is a pretty fun one. This person was taking their dog for a walk and they came upon this construction site. And they saw all these people working who looked like they were doing the same job. And as they came up to this first person, they were looking pretty grim. They weren't looking too happy. They're kind of going slow on the job and just kind of looked miserable. And they said, hey, what are you guys doing here? You know, what are you building? And that first construction worker just said, I don't really know. I'm just putting my bricks down, waiting for the end of the day. So they kept walking the dog, went on to the second, and they saw this person looked a little bit more excited. They're kind of humming a tune. They saw their head kind of bobbing, working a little bit faster. They said, hey, it looks like you're doing the same thing as that person over there. What are you guys doing? And this person said, I know I'm building this room right here. You know, I got the wall right over there and here, but finish up this third one. I think there's going to be a door right there or something like that. Yeah, it's been cool. Oh, what's it for? I don't really know. It's just a room. Okay, well, they kept going to the third person. And as they got to this third construction worker, this person looked ecstatic. They were so happy. They were bobbing up and down. They were like rocking their head, hair going everywhere, right? Doing the best job and going faster than other people. And they asked this construction worker, hey, what are you building here? And the construction worker paused for a second, looked up, and you could tell like this vision forming in their mind, said, we're building a cathedral. One day I'm going to be able to sit back here and look at this beautiful structure and remember how I played a part in making it and the process of it. And it really struck a chord with this person walking, hey, these people were doing the same job, right? But they had a completely different vision. So think about the things you're working on right now. You can get bogged down in the little details of, hey, I'm doing one push-up, right? I could say, hey, I'm getting a little bit stronger. It's going to help me with my next tip test. You can say, hey, I am working towards my black belt. I'm working towards my 2nd degree, my 4th degree, right? Whatever degree it is, I'm working to this big picture. And it's something that can help keep us motivated, can help keep us excited about what we're doing, even if at that moment we may not be doing the most exciting thing. So, again, the cathedral story. Take pride in those little details. Make sure each brick is laid appropriately, but never lose sight of the big picture. It's a great message. So, again, the cathedral story. We got some Cinco Tiros coming up next, guys, and I cannot wait. I'll see you in a second. Everybody, so we got some stick curriculum to continue with this week. It's actually something called Sinawali. Roughly translates to the dance. It was a way that originally the Filipinos could disguise their practice of the strikes by calling it a dance. So fun thing to do. We've got a couple different ones based on our rank. If you have a stick, go ahead and grab it. Make sure you've got a lot of space that you can practice so you're nice and safe. If you do not, that's okay. We actually are working on a certain pattern which you can do open-handed, which is actually something that's going to be really important to know how to do as you get to a higher rank, because we use more of our open hand for Cinco Tiros. But either way, if you got something that works like a stick, go grab it. If you got a stick, go grab it. If you don't, then do it open-handed and it'll work just the same. So let's jump into our Sinawali. All right, black belts. So our module this week is working on our double stick Sinawali set. So we're going to be combining every single Sinawali that we know. It's going to be a lot of fun. There are two things that I'll be going over relatively quickly, which I believe should be easy enough to kind of figure out on your own, which is double stick Sinawali high and double stick Sinawali low. Spending a little bit more time focusing on just the overall set itself, so we need to know the order that things come in. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, I'm going to be mirroring you guys, so right side of your screen over here, I'm going to call that right, even if this is my left hand. Since it's on the left side of your screen, that's the left, okay? So I'm actually going to start in my stick fighting, or not stick fighting stance, sorry, in my set here ready for regular double stick Sinawali. If you do not remember double stick Sinawali, I would invite you to watch the rest of the adult program just to make sure that you remember all those techniques. That's gonna be pretty important here. So, starting off, regular stick Sinawali. Gonna go through all 6 strikes. Right hand, forehand, left hand, backhand low, right hand to the head, and then we're going on the opposite side. Left, right, left. Now, double stick Sinawali high happens next. I'm gonna start, same high, strike up high, and then the second strike in double stick Sinawali is normally down to the knee, right? Well, instead, it's gonna strike up to the head. It's gonna follow through still, and this one, again, to the head. Now, opposite side. Head, knee, head is usually the order, right? But since it's high, it's gonna go head, 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 right? So that's the idea of double stick Sinawali high. Instead of high, low, high, it's high, 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 high. Saying hi to about 6 people in a row there. So, again, sorry, I'm striking up to the head, first double stick Sinawali high, backhand head there, and then one more time, right hand to the head, left hand to the head, follow through, right hand to the head, follow through, left hand to the head, and it's gonna retract back to our ribs, so we're back here. You can probably guess what's gonna happen next, right? We're gonna be going double stick Sinawali low, where we replace every strike with a strike to the knees. This one, I will tell you right away, is very important to make sure that you keep your hands chambered. So if I'm used to doing double stick Sinawali like this, where watch where this hand goes after the first strike, where I'm used to just kind of leaving it out here, that's gonna make it a little bit more challenging. You gotta make sure that after each strike, it chambers, okay? So, we just did high, pow, 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 pow. Strike low to the knee and it follows through. Low to the knee, it follows through. Notice I'm keeping these sticks parallel. Backhand to the knee with the right hand there, and it's gonna retract to the ribs. Same thing opposite side. Left hand to the knee, right hand to the knee, they both follow through. Left hand to the ribs. Awesome. So if I did all that again, it would be the 6 regular strikes, the 6 high, and then the 6 low. There we go. All right. One more time. 6 regular, high, low, high, high, low, high. All of them high. And then all of them low. Awesome. Let's talk about the next step. So the next step is actually going to be dependent on you and your partner based on your rank versus theirs. I'm going to give you the point of view of what the higher ranking partner would do first, and then what basically the pattern that would be from a higher ranking partner's point of view. So we're going to utilize both single, double, Sinawali, and angle for strikes / blocks depending on who's higher rank. So here we go. Right, since we just finished that double stick Sinawali low, we're going to do single double with each side. So first right hand and then left hand. Since I'm the higher ranking, I'm going to do an angle 4 stab. Then we go single double other side and stab. Single double again. Now would be the lower ranking partner's turn to stab. And as the higher ranking partner, I don't want to get hit, so I'm going to block their stick. I can keep the tip of the stick vertical or up and down straight up like this, or as you probably know, the traditional way to block an angle 4 would be thumb down. I could block here, single double again, and block. That's going to bring me right to a position where we're ready to go through the entire set again. See, I go regular, high, guess what comes next? Low, and I'm the higher ranking partner, right? So I'm going to stab first, the lower ranking partner would block. Then we go here, left hand, right hand. My left hand is stabbing, your left hand blocks. Right hand, left hand. Your stabbing now should be with the right hand block. We go through again. This time you're stabbing with the left and I block. And guess what? We're set to start over again. So that is the Sinawali set. We use double stick Sinawali. Sinawali or double Sinawali high, double Sinawali low, and single double stick Sinawali. I will mention one more thing. We're not going to have time or the ability to go through it in the video here, but this was based off of a 6 count before we switched, right? I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I went high for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is a version where after 5, you go to a high, and then after 5, you go low, while keeping your place in the pattern of follow through, retracting. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single double. The benefit of that is at the very end, you know how we reset to the original right side? If I go with that 5 count, I'll end up resetting on the left, and we can do the full set again on that left side. So just something to know that there is something we can challenge ourselves with even more after this, which is really exciting. So excellent work today with that double sticks and a Wally set, everybody. We've got some sparring coming up next. All right, guys, we're gonna take a step away from Muay Thai for just a little bit here, and we're jumping into some sparring combos. Starting off with a nice basic one that's incredibly effective in sparring, just to make sure we get back into the groove of things as we build on this. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to warm up with our back knuckle punch, nice and simple. Remember, for a sparring stance, we turn all the way to the side. So notice the knot of my belt is now facing towards that bag instead of towards you. But instead of my hands up to the bag, I'm going to bring them up towards you. Finally, light bounces on the balls of my feet. Good. Now watch what happens if let's say I wanted to spar to the Wave Master over here, just so you can get another view of what my body looks like. Notice how I'm looking to my side. My hands are out in front here, so they're not tucked in like this. And I can see my target while having one leg in front of the other, so I'd be able to kick pretty quickly, right? Excellent. So let me jump back and face towards you. Now the back knuckle is almost always done with our lead hand, the one that's in like front here, the one that's closer to our target. So since I'm trying to back knuckle you, I'm gonna use this hand right here. So first thing, I'm gonna slide towards you, pick up my close leg, push off the back one, and slide. Now, this lead hand is going to extend, coming in ever so slightly from the side, so that the back of my hand can aim towards your temple. That's the only spot we hit to in sparring, we hit to the temples, all right? So again, in my sparring stance, I'm gonna slide forward, and this hand that's closer to my target, back of the hand is going to hit. Now you can check if you've done the right thing by sticking your thumb out. If I do my back knuckle correctly, my thumb should stick up. Ooh, look at that. And the back of my hand would be hitting the target. If the back of my hand hits you, but I stick my thumb out and it points down, not right. So that's a good way that we can check. All right, so again, sparring stance, we slide and back knuckle. Good, let's do it again. Slide forward and back knuckle. Awesome, ready? Well, now on our own here, let's go about 30 seconds. Anytime you're ready, slide forward, throw that back knuckle out. Ready? And begin. Again, just 30 seconds. My advice would be to stick with just one hand right now. Just work on one side, whichever one is your favorite. Usually, people put their favorite kicking leg in front of them. There we go. We got about 10 seconds left. And break. Nice work, guys. Excellent. So let's add on one more technique here. We're going to add on our forward reverse punch. This works incredibly well because if I just do a back knuckle up towards your head, chances are you're going to try and block, right? Well, if I am a punch down towards the body, if you don't have your hands up, it's going to be tough to block, right? So that's our goal. I slide forward to back knuckle you, and as soon as I extend that out, whether or not I made contact, right? Maybe I scored a point, I got that hit. Maybe you were really quick and you blocked it. As soon as that happens, I'm going to take this other hand and punch right towards you. But I turn my hips to get that little extra reach. There we go. Other hand comes up by my head to keep myself safe, and now I'm going to slide away, trying to get out. Trying to get in, and then back out, so that way you can't hit me back. All right, let's keep going here. We slide forward to that back knuckle. We turn our hips, punch, and cover with this first hand, and we slide back out. Good. If I do it at an angle, you'll be able to see here a little bit in a different way. Back knuckle, punch. Good. Back knuckle, watch the hips turn here to make sure that punch can reach. And here's a really good demonstration of it. Look at this Wave Master here. Let's say that that was my partner. If I slide towards my partner in back knuckle, I'm just in range to hit, right? Well, if I punch from here and I don't turn, it's not going to reach. If I turn my hips, look at that. That gets me in just the perfect range to throw that punch, but still keep my distance, so it's harder for that Wave Master to, I guess it can't kick me or punch me, right? Imagine if that was a person, it'd be harder for them to get any counter technique on me. So let's go 30 seconds here just with that back knuckle punch. All right, here we go. On your marks, get set, and go. Back knuckle, turn the hips, punch, slide away. Back knuckle, turn the hips, punch, slide back away. Turn the hips, punch, and slide away. Good. We're going about 15 more seconds here. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. And break. So guys, now that we worked on that basic intro, just that back knuckle punch, I want to talk about adding some kicks beforehand. Usually in a sparring combo, you'll start with your kicks because you can cover a greater distance with them, right? Legs are a little bit longer. And then you follow it up with the hand techniques after that. So today we're going to be doing our lead leg roundhouse kick. And I know we've got a lot of experience with this in terms of Muay Thai, right? We've done a lot of back leg roundhouse kicks, which is a little bit more power based. In sparring, remember that our goal is controlled, to have lightning quick techniques, very light contact. So that's why we're going to be doing this with our lead leg. I'm going to turn a little bit to the side for demonstration here, at an angle. That way you can see a little bit better as opposed to just going right towards you. So my first step when I get ready is I'm pulling my lead leg up into a universal chamber. From here you can kind of see it's pulling at a little bit of an angle. Not going to give me the strongest kick, but it can help me disguise the kicks. We'll go into a little more detail of that at a different time if you haven't learned it before. But hold it up with your knee a little bit above your ankle. We've got it at that diagonal. So, right, I've got that chamber. And as I chamber, I'm going to push off of my back leg. I'll bend the knee and push forward a little bit. Here, chamber, bend, and push. Awesome. Let's talk about how our plant foot here needs to be turned in order to do this effectively. Go ahead and try this out real quick. If you take your feet, try and slide them on the ground. If you just try and go side to side, I'm not sure how well this is going to turn out in terms of like hardwood floors or rugs, but I know especially on mats it makes a big difference. Now try and move your feet forwards. So keep them flat on the ground, don't step, but try and slide them forwards. Trying to keep your weight over them. Now finally, keeping your weight over them, slide them backwards. Usually people find that sliding your feet backwards makes it a lot easier to move. That's why moonwalk comes, right? But we're gonna utilize that to our advantage as we do our roundhouse kick. When I'm getting ready to kick, let's say I'm going over towards this red Wavemaster here, this leg that's gonna do it. When I push, this foot is gonna turn and I'm gonna have my toes point to the back, all right? So I'm looking here, I chamber, bend, push, and my toes are rotating back. Let's see a little bit of a quicker demonstration here. Again, I'm gonna kick towards that red bag. So I'm in my sparring stance, toes point around, that way I can slide a little bit better. It's gonna become especially important in just a little bit here, right? First though, let's get quick 30 seconds of that lead leg roundhouse kick. And if you're feeling up to it, as soon as you kick and land, throw that back knuckle punch we worked on earlier, okay? Let's get started. 30 seconds, ready, go. There we go. Boom, boom. Oh, here we go. Boom, boom. Roundhouse back knuckle punches. Boom, boom. Trying to keep my hands up, trying to keep my posture, making sure I have good chambers. I'm always getting back to that sparring stance. Break. Excellent work on that combo, guys. One of the most effective techniques or most effective combos you'll ever use in sparring. So practice it, practice it, practice it as much as you can. Nice job with that, guys. That's all we got for sparring today. Let's jump into our announcements next. All right, everybody, real quick announcements here. Just note that tip testing for next week will be on the Cinco Tiros de Sinaloa that you've been working on. Really looking forward to it, excited for it. And I believe that's it. Hope you guys have a nice, safe week. I hope you guys are doing well, and I can't wait to see some tip videos. Let's come to attention, and let's bow out. Class dismissed.